when I look at kids' motivation, and students' motivation, right? All our schools are about what motivates students, and parents, like it or not, what motivates kids? Kids want to be influencers. They want to be famous, right? They want to be athletes. They want to be star athletes, right? They also want to be rich, right? Those are all dimensions that drive kids' motivation. And, you have one where when you get wealth, you're often like, oh, honey, or, son, that's not really that good. And it's hard, right, for the kid to be like, no, I want to go prove myself. I want to go do this. And so I believe it's just an intrinsic motivation in a lot of kids, and that you need to teach them the right way, right? There's all these great character building and life skills you can teach under that, to get the habits you're looking for, right? In our schools, we start teaching about money in kindergarten. Right? And so we have a whole financial literacy program that starts in kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade to teach all the good habits that people need to have.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good you're talking about it again, because what I found is once people get money, then to your point, they're like, oh, well, that's not important for us to talk about anymore because it seems gauche. And so then, but then how are you supposed to get it if all the people who have it will never tell you the real path to it?
Correct.
And so I think it's actually pretty liberating now that some people on the internet are saying, hey, okay, this is what it took. This is what it looks like if you have this much. It's hard to even conceptualize some of it. And so I think it's good.
Yeah, no, I think teaching how to make money and capitalism, I believe there's a view of, if you're in the TikTok world, right, there is a view that socialism is much better than capitalism. And we don't teach why capitalism is good, and it's a force of good, right? And it can be very productive. It can be bad, but you can also teach kids this is how it can be additive to society. And that's not out there, and I believe it should be for sure.
What do you think are some of the ways you can teach kids, or how do you teach kids about money or to get money?
We want to teach kids how to earn money, right? How to save money, how to spend money effectively, how to invest, and how to donate, right? And it's all of those things. And for kids, right, it needs to be real money. It's why kids often got allowances and things like this, which is you're having to teach them how to be responsible about it. That yes, you have to earn this. And when it's your money, you're going to spend it differently than if it's not your money, right? And you are going to learn how to invest. So like in our middle school, for when they earn money, they can run and, basically Robin Hood for kids, right? They can invest. And, there's just so many great lessons. One of the things we allow the kids to do after they've earned it, they can invest in anything they want. And some seventh graders YOLO that money on some crazy thing and lose it all, right? And their parents are like, wait, what's going on? Why'd you let them lose it? And the answer is the best time to have that happen to you is when you're in seventh grade, not when you're 27, right? Or if you're going to have debt and a credit card, right? The time to learn it, we let the kids borrow, around it, and then they have to pay it back with interest. And our kids know what 25% credit card debt is, when they're in fifth grade, because they're having to earn back, whatever they borrowed to buy. And so all these life skills that you want to teach are totally teachable and actually need to be taught. If you ask most parents, you're like, what are the life skills I really want my kid to know? Financial literacy, entrepreneurship, right? They want that as a course. And in standard school, historically, you haven't been able to. Sort of in our new model, you can absolutely spend plenty of time teaching kids these skills.